The new coronavirus has affected all our lives, one way or another. An Irish artist, Richard Hearns, talks about how the lockdown has impacted on his life.
The restrictions here, I think the biggest effect is not being able to travel to see my parents in County Dublin. They live about 200 kilometres from where I live in the west of Ireland. Um, and socially, it's had a big effect on the community here. Irish people love to meet in the pub and have a drink together. And all the pubs are closed, of course, and the cafes. So that would be the biggest effect.
Richard has cancelled the yearly schedule for his solo exhibitions in New York and London due to the pandemic. However, it gives him great time to focus on his painting. Besides, he has plenty of time to enjoy the beauty of nature around his house.
I live in quite a rural environment and there's not many people living around me. I live really in nature, out kind of the mountains are close and the beach and the sea is very close. So I'm able to walk and go to the beach and I'm able to go for a swim. So not too much of my life is curtailed, but I do everything within a 2 kilometre radius of my house.
The COVID-19 crisis has also given him inspiration to create something born out of the situation. The collection includes a number of paintings influenced by the recent social experiences enforced on us by the new coronavirus.
So there's 3 series of work that I've made. One of the series, I started thinking about the natural elements, the fundamental elements of nature. Basically, what I did was I just investigated those ideas of the fundamental parts of nature. And then in the second series, I thought about memory, how memory is affected during this crisis. The memory of our loved ones, the memory of travel, the memory of kind of the textural world, all the color and texture and places that are waiting outside for us to discover. And then the third aspect of the project is about the future. So I'm calling it vision, like a vision towards the future, how we see the future. And I think my idea around that series is that there will be a bright future that we can all look forward to.
Richard thinks that there were a few good things which emerged from the COVID-19 outbreak.
I think there's many positive aspects that can come out of this crisis when we do emerge. It's going to take some time, but I believe, firstly, that governments will think much more clearly about how their healthcare systems work. Because when you have a pandemic like this, it really shows all the weaknesses that might be in a healthcare system. I think there'll be like a back to basics. People will look after the area that they live in more clearly. I also think that there will be a brilliant coming together of minds in the technical world, in tech, in medical, in pharmaceutical, and also in the scientific community. And that hopefully there'll be a breakthrough there, and that all of these components will work together more closely going into the future.